Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we've got a story that you may not have seen coming, a story about a coin that changed the course of numismatic history. You're probably familiar with coins, especially the everyday quarters that you find in your pockets or use to pay for small purchases. But what if I told you that one ordinary 1998 quarter dollar became worth an eye-popping $285 million? I know what you're thinking. How could a quarter, something that typically isn't worth more than 25 cents, possibly be worth such a massive amount? Well, sit back and get ready to dive deep into this unbelievable tale of fortune, rarity, and a coin that defied all expectations. The year is 1998, and the United States Mint is working diligently to produce coins for regular circulation. As with all coins, millions of them are struck, and the 1998 quarter dollar is no different. At this point, the design of the quarter is the same as it's been for years. George Washington's face adorns the obverse of the coin, and on the reverse side is the familiar image of an eagle in flight. These coins are nothing out of the ordinary. They are simply part of the routine production of everyday currency that circulates throughout the country. The 1998 quarter dollar is produced in large quantities and shipped out across the nation, used by millions of people in all types of transactions. No one has any reason to believe that this particular coin, like millions of others, will ever become anything more than just pocket change. At the time, most people wouldn't have given much thought to a quarter from 1998. It's just another coin that would eventually be spent and forgotten, right? After all, the vast majority of coins produced by the Mint are used for everyday purchases, and unless there's some significant error or rarity about a specific coin, most of them pass through many hands without ever becoming particularly noteworthy. But as with many incredible discoveries, the real story often lies in what we don't expect. Years pass, and these quarters continue to circulate without drawing much attention. Time goes on, and the coin's place in history seems to be set in stone. Until one day, a coin collector, someone with a sharp eye and a deep knowledge of numismatics, stumbles upon a 1998 quarter dollar in a roll of change they'd purchased from a local bank. At first, it appears to be like any other quarter. It's from the right year, the design is correct, and there doesn't seem to be anything special about it. But as the collector examines the coin further, they begin to notice something unusual, something that sets this 1998 quarter dollar apart from all the others they've seen in the past. What the collector notices is subtle, yet distinct. The coin seems to have a unique pattern, one that's unlike any other quarter from the same year. Upon closer inspection, it's clear that the quarter has been struck with a die that has some sort of flaw, an irregularity that gives the coin an unusual appearance. The features of the design appear sharper and more defined than what you'd expect from a quarter in circulation. The coin's color is also a bit different. It seems to shine brighter, as though it's been treated or altered in some way. But that's not all. The most striking feature of this coin is its weight. It feels heavier than a typical 1998 quarter, which would certainly raise any serious collector's eyebrows. The collector, intrigued by this oddity, begins to suspect that they may have discovered something truly rare. It's not uncommon for coins to have minor defects from the minting process, but this coin seems different, almost too perfect in its imperfections. Coin collectors know that mistakes during the minting process can lead to valuable errors, and a coin with such unique characteristics is certainly worth investigating further. The collector decides to get this 1998 quarter examined by a professional numismatist, someone with the expertise to determine whether this coin is simply an anomaly or if it's something far more extraordinary. When the numismatist examines the coin, they are immediately taken aback by its condition and appearance. The error, it turns out, is not just a minor flaw. The 1998 quarter has been struck with a reverse die that had been mistakenly used for a different type of coin, leading to a significant misalignment. The misalignment is subtle but noticeable, creating a dramatic shift in the way the coin's design appears. On top of that, the coin's composition is found to be slightly different. The metal used in its production doesn't match the typical copper-nickel alloy that is used for standard quarters. The quarter's weight is off, and the strike appears to be much sharper and more detailed than is typical for a coin that has been circulating for many years. This discovery leaves the numismatist stunned. This isn't just any coin. This 1998 D quarter dollar is an extraordinarily rare minting error, caused by a mix-up in the dies used during production. The rarity of such an error cannot be overstated. Coin collectors have long known that misaligned dies and metal composition errors can greatly increase the value of a coin, and this particular error is truly exceptional. The numismatist confirms that this is a one-of-a-kind coin, a coin that had slipped through the cracks of history and into the hands of an unsuspecting collector. As news of this discovery spreads through the numismatic community, the excitement begins to build. Experts and collectors alike realize that they are dealing with something special. The coin is sent to several other experts for verification, and as each evaluation confirms its rarity, the value of the coin begins to climb. The 1998 D quarter dollar, once a piece of everyday currency, is now viewed as a priceless treasure. Its estimated value continues to rise, and before long, it is determined that this coin could potentially be worth hundreds of millions of dollars. The bidding frenzy begins as collectors from around the world scramble to get their hands on this incredible piece of history. As the auction date approaches, the excitement reaches a fever pitch. Auction houses prepare for what is sure to be a historic event, one that will change the world of coin collecting forever. The coin's story captivates the public's imagination, as people from all walks of life are fascinated by the idea that a single coin, once nothing more than a small piece of currency, could become so incredibly valuable. The 1998 D quarter dollar becomes a symbol of the unpredictable nature of coin collecting and the vast fortune that can be found in the most unlikely of places. The day of the auction arrives, and the bidding begins. Collectors from all over the world, private buyers, institutions, and investors, compete to secure the coin for themselves. The bids come in fast and furious, each one higher than the last. The amount of money being exchanged is staggering, and the excitement in the air is palpable. Finally, after what seems like an eternity of bidding, the hammer falls, and the 1998 D quarter dollar is sold for a mind-blowing $285 million, setting a new record for the most valuable coin ever sold at auction. The coin sale makes headlines around the world, and its story becomes a part of numismatic legend. The sale of the 1998 D quarter dollar sends shockwaves through the world of coin collecting. The value of rare coins skyrockets as collectors begin to search their own collections for hidden treasures, hoping to find the next big discovery. The 1998 D quarter dollar is now seen as the ultimate prize in the world of numismatics, and its sale has set a new precedent for the potential value of rare coins. As the years pass, the story of the 1998 D quarter dollar remains a cornerstone of coin collecting history. It is remembered as a moment when the impossible became reality, a time when a single coin changed everything. The quarter's incredible rise in value serves as a reminder to collectors everywhere that anything is possible in the world of numismatics. Whether it's a simple minting error, a slight misalignment, or an unusual composition, coins like the 1998 D quarter dollar prove that treasures are often hidden in plain sight, just waiting to be discovered. The 1998 D quarter dollar may have been just another coin in circulation when it was first minted, but through a combination of factors, luck, rarity, and timing, it became one of the most valuable coins in the history of numismatics. Its sale for $285 million set a new benchmark for the value of rare coins, and it continues to inspire collectors and investors to this day. In the end, the story of the 1998 D quarter dollar serves as a testament to the unpredictable nature of coin collecting. It shows that sometimes, the most ordinary objects can hold extraordinary value. It reminds us that in the world of numismatics, there are always hidden treasures waiting to be found, and that even the smallest coin can have the power to change lives and make history. And so, the 1998 D quarter dollar will forever remain a symbol of the incredible potential for discovery and fortune in the world of rare coins. And with that, thanks for tuning in. We'll continue to bring you more amazing stories from the world of numismatics, so stay subscribed and don't forget to hit that notification bell to stay up to date with our latest content. Who knows? Maybe the next big discovery is just around the corner.